Well, everything is in its place, and I can't stop the smile on my face, 'cause I'm happy in this place. And all of my friends are in this place, and I can't stop the smile on my face, 'cause I'm happier in this place. 1, 2, 3, so smile, smile on my friends. You're in a happy place, so smile, smile on my friends. Come on, smile, smile on my friends. You're in a happy place, come on, smile, smile on my friends. Well, I'm feeling bright and I'm feeling good. I thought that I might, but you knew that I would, 'cause I'm happy in this place. And I wanna dance, I wanna smile, I take a chance and stay for a while, 'cause I'm happy in this place. 1, 2, 3, so smile, smile on my friends. You're in a happy place, so smile, smile on my friends. Come on, smile, smile on my friends. You're in a happy place, come on, smile, smile on my friends. Do-do, 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 do-do-do-do-do, everything is in its place, and I can't stop the smile on my face, 'cause I'm happy in this place.